Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from knockouts to knowledge and from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a far more positive manner. So good day to you, wherever you are in the world. I hope this video finds you thriving and life is treating you beautifully and you're working productively and consistently towards your goals. Now yesterday I went to a fantastic event, Future Comms 16 in London, and it was being held at the prestigious Baftas, where they do the yearly Bafta awards. And it was a real privilege to be there and sit in the seats that other legends of stage and screen have sat in. Indeed, the seat in front of me had been, I noticed a little bronze plaque on the back of it, had been dedicated by the late great Ronnie Barker. And then I think two to the left there was one donated and dedicated to by MTV Europe. And this was a whole, particularly walking through the area where of course the Bafta winners get to come and have teas and coffees. It just made me realise what's possible, because I think I often talk about mental limits, but sometimes I know in my own life you look at other people winning awards or going to places like that and you think, yeah, it's alright for them, but how could I ever do it, you know? And when you go to these places, with respect to it, as nice as it is, you realise, hey, it's just another building, it's just another place. And I realised that you can disallow a lot of the good things in life, a lot of the great things, purely by your mindset. So I encourage you to actually think big, embrace big goals, believe in yourself. Because you know what, there was a point in time where me just coming from South East London, Catford, I wouldn't have even thought of going to a place. Again, not because no one would have invited me, it was a self-limitation. I believed it, and so it became my truth, if you like. Now, having been to the Baftas in London yesterday, I can actually envision me sitting down with a screenwriter in that place and talking about making the film of my life story, and it's all possible. So I just want to encourage you, and you too, Germania. Hope you're having a good day. So, another thing that struck me was a huge talk. It was actually the closing presentation by Levi Roots. And he actually, he made famous in Britain by a show called Dragon's Den, in which potential investors pitch to a team of multimillionaires hoping to get an investment. And he actually got investment, and his reggae sauce has gone on to sell millions. Indeed, I think he has 49 or 50 products now, and he's actually working on the dessert. Hugely successful man. And it was wonderful. He brought along his little guitar. Yeah, Shark Tank here in the USA. That's right, Prilsby Doughboy. That is the show. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And this man, Levi Roots, he actually went on there, pitched in a unique manner, got the investment. As I say, the rest is in history. Indeed, in the first 3 or 4 weeks, when Sainsbury's here in the UK took his product onto their shelves, it actually outsold the world leader in sauces, which is Heinz ketchup specifically. So it just shows that dreams come true. And he was talking about the power of being yourself. And he said, now many people had gone on that show, and just to put it in context, he'd fluffed all the lines he'd rehearsed. He got all his fiscal projects or projections wrong. He forgot all the what you would call the important stuff. But what he did do in the song, and nobody had used that before, indeed Levi Roots' own children said, nah, you can't sing, it's not appropriate to business. But he did it, he believed in himself anyway. And he was encouraging the audience to put that spark of originality that is you, that is your story, that nobody else can replicate, into your business, just into your life. Because he said, in truth, that's what the investors That's what the investors invest in. Far more than the product, it's actually you as a person. So really, that was a huge takeaway for me, that in life, in business, whether you're a motivational speaker, whether you're a coach, an author, whatever your business is, people buy into you and your product or business secondary. And so he said, when he told the story about his lovely grandmother used to cooking up the sauce at home and how he continued that in his small flat in Brixton, that got them excited. There was a real story there. And particularly in this day and age, as Gary Vaynerchuk often talks about, storytelling is going to be the real new currency. That is going to be yourself. Yes, that is a huge, huge thing. Javin, thank you for joining. And so as I said, that's what the entrepreneur said. And he shared a lovely story how the investor Peter Jones from Dragon's Den took him along to meet his mate, actually the head of buying for Sainsbury's, and he said, look, I'll take it, but I need 250,000 bottles by next week. And he was thinking, in 7 days I've got to produce 250,000. There's no way I can fulfill this. At the time, he said, I was just cooking it with my my daughters. I was doing about 65 bottles, I think he said. That was each batch. And he said, there's no way. And so, interesting point. He said, there came a point, and this is where lots of people, they get wrong, because he goes, do you want 100% of nothing, or do you want, part of something and still make sales? So there was no way him on his own could actually meet that order. So what he did was he started licensing. So he went to the great, I think it was AB Foods or somebody that already makes sauces, already was a global leader in distribution. They took it on, they met the order within the week. He could go give his reggae sauce to Sainsbury's. He fulfilled the order. So he said there comes another point in your life where he had to decide to license or not. It was a very shrewd deal. And again, he said, be careful what you wish for, because lots of us, we want massive success, and that's fine, but are you in a position to handle it when it comes? So that's what you've got to think about. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. That was, as I say, at the FutureCom 16 held yesterday at the Baftas in London. Very, very, very powerful, particularly, as I say, Levi Root's closing presentation. There was lots of great takeaways, but that I thought was particularly close to my heart. The power of originality, the power of being yourself. So as always, take care of yourself. I hope you've got some value from this video, and all the interesting comments as well that are entirely irrelevant, but I do it for those that have got the wisdom to search for those pearls of knowledge. As always, you're all unstoppable, and I believe in you.